What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you a video on an off the field topic that I think is kind of interesting, and I want to share with you guys my opinion on why I believe Tom Brady and Fox Sports should probably part ways this off season. Let's get into why, guys. So, if you haven't seen the news, sometime today, while I'm recording this video, Wednesday, November 20th, NFL owners, part of a finance meeting, they're going to bring up Tom Brady, and they're going to try to limit even more of Tom Brady's access and his role of being a sports analyst with Fox. You didn't know, before Tom retired, he bagged a big deal with Fox Sports. Forgot the actual terms now. Don't really matter. A bunch of years for a bunch of money. But even back then, when I did the video on it years ago, I never really understood it because even back then, the word around town was that he wanted ownership in a couple teams. The Dolphins and the Raiders. Those were the two teams being floated around. He tried with the Dolphins prior, didn't work out. With that whole thing there, and now obviously he got it with the Raiders now, minority owner. But and I understand NFL owners trepidation and all that stuff with Tom having a job. I get it. And if you don't know, as of right now, Tom cannot go to NFL practices like most analysts or all analysts do. He's the only minority owner that is an analyst, so that I know of. So he can't go to team practices because he could relay information to the Raiders. They know the Raiders could face the team down the line. But what spurred this now, and the really got NFL owners heated now, is his interview with Pat Mahomes. That interview wasn't really crazy, from what I've seen from it. He didn't really get into too much. They talked about winning, they talked about family, they talked about life. That was really it. But the report from that interview is teams are concerned that players who aren't savvy, like maybe a Pat Mahomes, could potentially spill the beans to Tom Brady, and he could obviously relay that back to his team, which being the Las Vegas Raiders. And I just don't see it really being that much of a big deal. For me personally, as long as your players know what he's doing and know who you're talking to, just don't spill the beans. And even still, if you do, it's up to the players to win the game. It's up to the guys to actually do it. So I'm not really a big fan of what's going on with the Tom Brady. The new, with Tom Brady had his own rules while playing. Now there's new Tom Brady rules that could be coming down even more harsher as him being off the field now as an analyst slash owner. So I'm on board, with him being away from Fox Sports. Don't know how it will work out. It won't affect my money at all. Shoot, give me some money if the deal does fall through or they get it cancels out, whatever. But I just think they should void the contract. Let Tom go and run the Raiders fully as much as he can, because before Tom retired, as I said, that was the move. Tom wanted ownership, Dolphins or the Raiders. We already know, if you're a basketball fan, LeBron wants the same thing. The rumor has it been for years. Once the NBA goes to Vegas, Bron will try to be owner or GM or president or something, and he can make moves like how Jordan did. And we're gonna see how Bron runs a team, and even more GOAT debate: who's the GOAT owner or the GOAT minority owner, Bron or Jordan? So but parlaying that and bringing that back to Brady, I think Brady's in that same stratosphere and under the same mindset. So I'm really thinking of eventually, if not this summer, sometime in the upcoming years, we could see Brady and Fox Sports just part ways. Because especially too, Brady isn't the greatest in the booth either. He's okay. Start off kind of rough the first game or two, got better for sure. For sure, he worked on his craft, got more comfortable. He had a good partner in there with him that helped him out as well. But he's not Romo. No, prime Romo when he first started. Romo kind of iffy now, but no, prime Romo was just something that was enlightening back then. Brady isn't really giving you the same vibe, and at that time as well, when he got hired on, that pushed back Greg Olson, who Greg Olson to me is the best one doing, especially as far as the former players, he's definitely the best former player and probably the best overall, in my opinion, that I enjoy hearing and listening to when I'm watching games. So I think Greg Olsen should be moved back to that top spot. Going back with Fox Sports, he should get back some more money he lost by taking a step down to let Tom get that spot. Pay him for pay him for the losing his spot, and then pay him even more for getting that spot back because he's the best at what he does. And let Tom go ahead and ride off, run the Raiders. The report is anyway they want Shedeur Sanders, Mark Davis, the owner for the Raiders, reportedly wants Shedeur Sanders. Told me that in person at the basketball game a couple months ago or weeks ago, whatever. So everything lines up. Shedeur Sanders, a Tom Brady protege. Like everything is like, bro, just go quit, quit this job, go run the Raiders and try to revive that team. Make Deion the head coach. Might as well do that as well. And it just makes the most sense to me. So I'm on board with it. I'm pretty sure I would think, and I can't speak for him, but I mean, Tom is just, he's getting rules on the field, off the field. He can't do anything right. He can't do anything right. Owner's gunning for him now because I just don't understand what can a player tell you in an interview that can affect your matchup with them with your Raiders team. I just don't understand it. What can a Mahomes, what can a Dak or receiver or running back, what can they tell you coming? Coming into a matchup or coming to weeks later that, hey, we like to run the ball right more than left. Like, you watch tape for all that. So I don't really, I don't understand why the owners are hating on Brady, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how long this tenure lasts because I remember for sure that Brady deal with Fox, it was more than a 5-year deal. I want to say like 10 years, 7 to 10 years, something for a couple hundred million, 300 million, 400 million. So he had a crazy contract. I definitely, especially now with him being a minority owner, I definitely don't see him being here long term. With the Raiders in disarray, him finally getting the ownership spot, with the rumor of Shedeur Sanders, if especially if Shedeur gets drafted to the Raiders, no way in the world Brady sits back and let it rock out and he's still an analyst. No way in the world. I think he's going to stop then. So we'll see. We'll see. Things going to happen. We'll see what happens from the committee meeting. Well, with the owners today, maybe not none today, or at least none hard set in stone. But we might hear more rumors, might hear more reports of actual limitations they want and they want to see from Fox and Brady involving Brady's involvement because, as I said, he already can't talk bad about refs and their officiating. He can't um, go to practices, which most analysts do ahead of the week, to see stuff and talk to players and all that stuff. And now they're trying to limit interviews and everything else. So, like, what else can he do? Just come to the game and go back home. He can't do anything else while at Fox. So, might as well go ahead and stick with your team, run their practices, go to their practices, and just oversee your own team that you actually own instead of just worrying about being with, traveling every week to week and just staying to your hotel and then going to the game and going home. So, that's my opinion on it, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming months and years. It could be a quick move after the season, or it could be a couple years until we see Tom Brady and Fox part ways. But I think sometime down the pipeline, months, years, whatever, we're gonna see it happen. He will not reach that 7 to 10 year deal, whatever it was, for all that money. He will not reach the uh, the end of that deal. I think it will be cut short. They're gonna part ways, and he's gonna run the Raiders full time because right now, I don't even know if Pierce is the guy long term. And I've said that last season. Pierce had a good run. Players and the fans rallied behind him. But I did a full video on it, and the Raiders fans didn't like it. But I just didn't see what they saw in Pierce. Yeah, he's a rah guy. Yeah, guys getting hyped, but can he coach long term? And obviously, this year shows probably not. So they could be gutting the team out yet again. Could be going through a rebuild yet again. And they have Brock Bowers. They have some guys on defense, but that's about it. Nothing else really to write home about with that Raiders team. So they might need to have Tom all hands on deck to really go in and try to save this franchise from tanking down and going down another bad stretch of years yet again. So that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.